executioner!
Grant her glorious death.
Just in time. Just a little something in keeping. You're the best. May death protect us.
You executioner!
Emerge from your cocoon. May death protect us.
You executioner!
Holy maiden. Thank you.
Do it then, executioner. I curse you to live in.
Please. When will this ever end?
Come.
What are you trying to do with me?
I have aged. The final resting place.
You're not that old yet. You still have
No. I'm already dead. For I have come to fear my decline. Ah, Castoris. Child, it was I. I've always known that you have doubts and even anger about
I never had a choice.
Indeed. We essentially abducted you. Yet you can end any sinful life with just a touch of your fingers.
It doesn't matter how lightly the
I've taught you. In the eyes of an Idonian, death is the end of all life. A destination you can only live your life to the fullest after understanding this principle. And when you do, Even if you eventually leave Idonia's protection. Even if you must carry the curse forever, you can live with your head held high, like everyone else.
No! How can I?
Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden. Or at least, come now. It's time. I've already taught you all that I know.
Emerge from your cocoon. May death protect us! Life is not so fragile.
What I can real Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this?
As you wish.
I could take 10 of you. Nice job.
Naughty child. That's better.
I shall
Ransom the
remember
ready.
this warmth.
Another sportsmanlike.
Please cherish this time.
Here you go, Master.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Time to show you what I Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this?
Who's here?
Yeah. Hero's life. That was a small setback.
Just a little something. In keeping. Nice teamwork.
You're the best.
Life is not so fragile. As you wish.
Oh, I get it. Now what's this?
That'll take more than medicine. That's better.
Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this?
Please cherish this time. Who's here?
Sportsmanlike.
Just in time. Just a little something. In keeping.
You're the best. Here you go, Master.
Life is not so fragile. Embrace a new life. Return to dust.
Awesome. I could take 10.
This was the executioner who had seen Elder Amunet. I have nothing but respect for her. I erected a cenotaph in her honor, and it was a long... It seems the most terrible. How did a disappeared titan become the deepest fear of humankind? And why do they... I continued my travel. I just want to know if my touch, if my embrace, Can I make anything? Can...
I don't want to die. Please, I'm begging you, just let me go. I don't want to die, please. I don't want mercy like this. Just let me go. I need him. I don't...
I hate these icy hands.
Get it over with. End its suffering. The Reaper has blessed your hands. Only you can grant them peace. Embrace death. Walk alongside it.
Is that you, Casterus? All of them have gone, heeding death's summon, crossing into their domain. I must go too. I don't fear it, just I have some regrets.
watching people leave this world again and again. It must be lonely for you. You must want to desperately embrace them before they go. I can't. These hands, they're too cold. But Big Sister Castoris, your hands are so warm. Just like anyone else's. So go on. Don't hold back.
Give me a warm hug.
Can hands like these really be warm? On the day that Oryx's trial ended, you must have had many questions. I felt just as confused. Why, as someone from beyond the sky, were you so cruelly dragged into Amphorius's fate? I wished I could take action, but no matter how hard I try, I cannot simply interact with the living as ordinary people do. Even when we brushed against each other unintentionally in the grove, and it was obvious that nothing had happened. When an almost unattainable hope finally welled up in my heart, when I thought that perhaps my touch would no longer bring sorrow, fate declared to me, it wasn't that the curse of death had finally been lifted. But that your soul no longer belonged to this world. And there was nothing left for my hands to take. And did I really think this time would be any different? It's not that I don't understand this reality. Having walked such a long road, I am still unable to find the answer to life and death. I am resigned to eternal despair. Anything I wish to hold on to, death will inevitably wrest from my grasp. From that moment on, I lacked the courage to confirm it again. Until Oryx. But now, perhaps I might have one last chance. Long ago, Trinan read a prophecy to me. At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. I found no surprise in it, for her words sounded not like a foretelling, but a perfect reflection of my past. Embraces in this world are born of reunions, yet my touch speaks only of farewells. In that moment, I had no doubt that this destiny would weave itself through the entirety of my life. And yet, things have taken a turn for the better. Now that I can finally have an audience with Thanatos, perhaps I have no reason not to give it my all, for your sake, and for my own. With that, I won't have any regrets. Let's put that aside for the moment. We've arrived. I want to retrieve a small gift I specially prepared for you. I made it myself, like the trinket I gave Lady Trianne. The journey to seek an audience with the Death Titan cannot be an easy one. No, it isn't. You'll know when you see it. Look, it's right there. Huh? Where did it go? What's going on? This is the coin of Zagreus and a slate. So it's her. It's a Lady Cipher, the demigod of Zagreus whom Lady Aglaia had spoken of. She's a master thief who's left legendary tales all over Amphorius. So many years have passed, yet she's still announcing herself in such a crass manner. Let's just do as the slate says and look for Lady Cipher. Look, it's right there. We must pursue her. Huh? This is a trick she left for us. She's incorrigible. Follow me. This is how it should be. We must pursue her. Lady Cipher, please come on out.
You're still careless as ever. Shouldn't you keep such a precious gift near your bosom?
Since you know it's a gift for someone else, please give it back to me. Stop hiding among the people and letting the wind carry your voice.
Now, since I know it's a gift, that just means I need to milk its worth. The children of the wind never stay for long in one place.
Name your price. I'll give you however much you want. What's wrong?
No wonder they call you Princess Homebody. Why don't you two come over to my place? It'll make a better venue for proper business discussions.
Piece of cake. I can do that even if I can only sense your soul.
All right, I'll see you there. By the way, everyone cool with me collecting a deposit before we reach an agreement, right? Now, come this way.
She's incorrigible. Follow me.
Seek, and you will find.
Here we are.
Over here! Over here! No, not that way! This way! Come on. If I really wanted to hide, you'd never find me. So relax, you two. No need to get your hackles up. I'm not that scary, am I? Meow. No way. Some people might have been into that a millennium ago, but it's long since gone out of style. Loosen up, buddy. Shall we get down to business?
Give me the jewelry piece first, or everything's off the table.
The materials are nothing to wow at, but the workmanship is superb, as always. You're still skilled as ever, even after all this time. And you've put a lot of heart in...
Mind your own business.
Oh, come now. Don't be so upset. Relax. Relax. Look, isn't the view here just great? You can see what everyone is doing and where they're going, and they won't even know you're here. Now that we've broken the ice, let's get to the point. Everything I've said so far has been a joke. I'm inviting you two here for 3 things. 1, the seamstress found me and wants me to take you to Styxia to look for the Death Titan. 2, the Council of Elders also found me and wants me... And last, but not least, I'm telling you that I'm not interested in doing either of those things. Don't go look for the Death Titan. Well, this is some high-quality stuff. And this room is full of it. How much are these worth,
Some of it is family fortune, while the rest came from my business as a dressmaster.
Wow. I should have busted down your door instead of going around like a thief. Well, spill. Why are you giving me so much money?
Payment for doing work.
Did you forget my stance to all this? I thought I made myself very clear.
You wish to run away. Run away from your responsibilities, from the prophecy, and from your destiny. I understand this prophecy weighs on you immensely. That is why I have never approached the demigod of trickery for running away. But I need you right now, so don't turn me down.
You know, maybe the gods got your tongue with their golden threads, Aglaya. I'm not hearing any sincerity in your words. Give me a reason why you're bowing your noble head to me.
We lost Trian.
Oh.
The divine power of passages is running out. I need another demigod to escort Castorus and help her fulfill her lifelong wish.
Oh, I get it now. You're sending Castorus to her death. And you want me to die with her.
This is Castorus's own request. I have never seen her so determined.
She brought this up herself?
She's also made up her mind to leave her confused past behind. As will you, Cypher, when you finally make up your mind.
Don't be so sure. Time is hard in the likes of you and I. But Castorus remains pure as driven snow. She can always turn back before the end, you know? Maybe she'll remember Trian's sacrifice. Maybe she'll remember the countless martyred Chrysos heirs. Maybe she'll tell you what. Why don't I take this room of treasures as a security deposit? And we make a bet.
Go on.
I bet she'll change her mind and turn back. Now, if I lose, I'll do what you want me to do. Return this deposit to you, plus giving you another room full of treasures. How does that sound?
You sound like you have all the confidence in the world. In that case, let's make a pact with those conditions. I hope you're prepared to lose it all.
In conclusion, I want to win. So I hope you two can give up on going to Styxia. I'll give all the treasures in that room to you. What do you think?
I decline. If we don't find the Death Titan, her soul will...
Oh?
I can't go into the details, but we have to go to Styxia.
I really don't get how. Princess, homebuddy, you keep talking about needing to find... But did you ever live for your own pleasure?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying, contrary to your beliefs, Aglaya didn't take you in just so you can die for her errand.
The flame chase journey walks hand in hand with sacrifices. Isn't that why you're always running away from Lady Aglaya?
Fine. Never mind. We all have our own problems. I ain't gonna say anything anymore. It's not like I was gonna honor that bet anyway. But listen to me. Styxia is no tourist destination. Yet, I've never been there. And I never plan to. Because even a demigod can't be sure they can walk out of that place alive. And now I'm supposed to escort you to Styxia. Sure. Pay up.
Me too. I have lived a longer life than most people. Though I'm not as good at doing business as Lady Aglaya, I still have some savings. I can give them all to you.
Then how are you going to live the rest of your life?
Then I'll give you 90.
Well, don't mind if I do. 80% of Castrus's savings and a bottle of dew of divine blood. Not a bad trade. Okay. I didn't know you hold grudges. Gray mystery. Here! Catch.
Be careful with that!
A minor change in plans, though. Don't go to the bath tomorrow. Come look for me at Akama's city gates instead.
So, why are you changing the meeting place?
Oh, nothing really. Just a bit scared of the seamstress's frosty face. I wouldn't stay a second longer in Akama if it were up to me. Well, now that we've struck a deal, why don't I give you guys a lift back? It's gonna be a long ride. So have a good... honey. Just the weather for farewells.
You're here?
Totally. The trio team is the best set up to reach the finals. No need, I already told her. She's fine with it. You sure know how to put me in a spot, Casterus. I need to travel with you, but I can't touch you. What a bother.
Sorry.
Aw, I was just teasing. Don't take it to heart. Did you know that the legends say you have to put an obol into the mouth of the dead or over their eyes if you want them to successfully cross the River of Souls and enter the Netherrealm? That's the fairy fare for entering the Netherrealm. However, I honestly won't ask you to pay this time. I'll pay. And then we'll just have to go through the motions.
Don't worry. It's not a lot.
All right, pass me the coin. It's time to get the gods' powers going. Oh, one last thing before we go. I gotta give you this piece of advice, as you can't catch the wind by waiting. You only live once, so make the most of every moment you have. Get ready. Be steady. Hi, your turn. Don't be nervous. After all, it'll be gone in the blink of an eye. All done. Bye.
Are you feeling all right? She's the demigod of trickery. When she flips the coin of whimsy into the air, she gains incredible speed that lets her travel anywhere in an instant. Just like how she clearly had no intention of lingering here for even a second longer.
Don't worry. Mem's here to help. Being cute isn't my only forte. I'm strong, too.
This is Styxia, the city of dragons and waves. This is the land of their birth. Or perhaps of their death. Anaxa had used a secret alchemical art to temporarily fuse his soul with Circe's and Kephae. And when he was on the verge of death, he was pulled by Thanatos and caught it. This alchemy, considered a sacrilegious act, might actually make the souls of mortals and titans attract each other. Even though Thanatos has been missing for 1,000 years, and even their followers haven't been able to find them, perhaps that special attraction could summon them here.
Oh, so are we going to use that Philosopher's Stone to conjure the Titan?
I guess that's the only way. The only...
Thanatos is even more mysterious than I am.
Indeed. Even one as erudite as Anaxa could only point us to this place, and no further. I believe that, rather than standing still, taking action is by far the better option.
Go back whence you came. Go back. What a beautiful butterfly.
This is a eulogistic butterfly. They are found in places where many have met their demise. In Idonia, some think of them as manifestations of Thanatos' benevolence. By turning the lingering obsessions of the deceased, others think of them as Thanatos' messengers that guide the departed to the nether realm.
The second theory sounds more believable. After all, the things they're saying are rather,
Perhaps. But the fact that we're able to hear their whispers proves that we're fast approaching the realm of the dead.
Stream 4.
These shadowy figures. Are they illusions reflected by the River of Souls?
Do you want to buy any fish?
Halo, selamat datang. Selamat datang ya, selamat datang.
huh? He can see us?
Wait. More living people. I'm not selling my fish to living people. You lot are too shameless.
Could it be that you're all dead souls that never achieved rest?
The nether realm does not exist. Titan rejects you. So, do you want to buy any fish?
But there aren't any fish nearby.
Are the fish gone? The people are gone too. I can only keep selling fish. So, do you want to buy any fish?
Apologies. I don't have much in the way of savings, but perhaps there's another way for me to release you from your suffering. Please relax. May you fall asleep peacefully.
This.
I knew it. These people aren't illusions. They're the souls of the deceased. They're supposed to reach the end of the west wind by floating down the River of Souls. Yet, they have floundered upon the shoals of the stream, unable to move forward. Did Thanatos reject them? Or perhaps they didn't really die at all?
Why are you identifying as a dead person now? Don't give up on yourself!
I have no idea. This circumstance is completely unprecedented. Hang on. Didn't he say more living people? So that could it be that these souls are stuck here due to someone's deceit?
If something is done out of goodwill, are you really gonna call it deceit?
Goodwill? I can't see anything good out of... Wait a minute. Lady Cypher.
That's me.
Could it be that you are the living being that those souls met?
I couldn't take their behavior anymore. So I stole some things here and made up some lies there. Just trying to give them something to look forward to, you know?
It's because of vile living creatures like you that we're being misunderstood by all of them.
What else am I supposed to do? You can see the mess this place is in. These poor souls are denied by the Netherrealm. So now they're stuck in a few brief moments of their life. Did you see those two blacksmiths on the way? They've been here for as long as the sun's been around, wailing over and over about casting a shield. Styxia is so freaky.
Then why have you come back, Lady Cypher?
Hey, I'm not here to aid your adventure. I hate water more than anything else in this world. Especially that stinky river of souls. But, I just discovered some stuff before I left. And I reckon you should know about it. It's about that boy who defied death. I found traces of him here.
Lord Mighty?
Oh, right! That's his name. Well, now you know. As for whether that info is actually useful, that's for you lot to figure out. So long, Princess Homebody. So long, Grey Mystery.
Huh? She disappeared just like that?
Lady Cypher has always been a free spirit. In any case, she has brought us some valuable information. If Lord Mighty is also somewhere along the river shoals right now, then he will certainly become our signpost.
Don't worry, it's time for me to shine. Ornyx's rune of recollection is nearby. Use prayers to return the river to before... Hey, over here!
Ornyx's miracle has appeared.
Amazing! It's like we're inside a giant bubble. Even the river got parted.
There are wandering souls of the deceased here as well. We must first return to the...
Ah, by the looks of it, you must be the foreign warriors that the Queen had mentioned, right? Since the current campaign requires the utmost care, I wasn't able to make time to welcome all of you. Please.
Foreign warriors?
A priestess, a warrior, and a divine beast. You look identical to the blessed saviors that the Queen described.
What?
A campaign? Who are you campaigning against?
Nobody knows, as of now. Of the scouts that went ahead, only one has managed to return. He says that the land ahead is a forbidden land that should not... As for the rest of the scouts, they've completely lost their souls. While there is still dissension within the city, the scholars agree that this calamity was so unprecedented that it needed to be given a new designation.
An unprecedented calamity.
It seems that you have indeed heard about this. Well, death is just one of the possibilities. It's too early to come to a definitive conclusion.
A world that has never seen death. May I ask, where is the scout who managed to come back?
Though he returned to Styxia, he only had enough left in him to last no more than half a day. However, it was his intel that convinced us to rally together. He said that he witnessed the demonic specter of an evil dragon at that treacherous land. The apparition...
Styxia. An evil dragon that brings death.
It all sounds rather familiar. Wait, wasn't this part of that fable?
Sir, could I ask how the Queen and Princess are doing?
The Queen? By the looks of it, you must be the foreign warriors that the Queen had mentioned, right?
It's the same lines. Looks like he's still trapped in the moments before his death.
Leave it to me. Sir, the war ended long ago. Styxia no longer exists.
Styxia is no more? This cannot stand!
Oh, looks like it's difficult for this gentleman to accept reality.
Sir, I am the Maiden of War, sent here by the Queen herself. If you...
Maiden of War? I've never heard of this. There's little time to waste. Please don't take too long.
Don't worry. I'm typically unwilling to prolong such a moment.
Cass! Oh, are you alright?
I'm fine. I just didn't expect that I would still have to embalm others, even... Is this a remnant of his soul?
Well then, why should I place my trust in you, holy maiden from afar?
Wait, this is... I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Since the prophecy has already pronounced your name as Chrysos' heir of death, Akima ought to treat you as an esteemed guest. However, you seem to have no intentions of concealing your involvement with the Council of Elders.
I cannot deny your claim. I was agreeable to that request.
But why?
I am unable to rid myself of this innate curse.
I see. So that is how they plan to control the Flame Chase journey. They have shifted the heavy responsibility of granting death over to me. If I ever become obsessed with executing people, they will then have ample reason to terminate the Chrysos heir's journey.
And yet, you seem to not mind. This is quite surprising to me.
That's because the fate that we were born with is a burden far heavier than that of an individual's life. I've woven many unforeseen events into the tapestry of fate. This is but one instance. Tidy up your precious garments and come with me. Akima welcomes you, Casterus.
I didn't think we'd find vestiges of memory here. Maybe they've got something to do with Orynyx's rune?
Perhaps, but I do not need a reminder from them. But the Council has always been quite ambiguous. Lady Aglaya has never taken any precautions against me. Instead, she's shown me nothing but complete trust. I really want to repay her for that trust. But why would this memory appear right now? Is this really Orynyx's power?
Dead monsters actually be... Why are the Black Tide monsters here too?
Even Thanatos wouldn't be able to accept Black Tide These traces seem to suggest that anybody... Since the realm of the dead must remain peaceful, it's imperative that we rid... Please stay back. Let me deal with these enemies.
Time to show you what I can read. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, left card, watch this!
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
That'll take more than medicine. Don't worry, it's just a scrape. Still water to the plate. It's time. I reach for the department. It's your fault.
You'll make good practice.
It's time. Lance ablaze!
Lance forward!
Show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, left card, watch this!
That hurt. Just in time. Just a little something. Inconvenient. Nice teamwork. Still water to the plate.
I'm on guard.
Ready to shine. Yeah.
Time shot. Nap time.
Free will, or was it destined for oblivion?
Nice job!
Lance at the ready.
That's half the work. Another blood debt repaid.
The path ahead is blocked by the River of Souls again.
In that case, let's go back to the past. This miracle sure is handy. If Dan Heng was around, he'd definitely be able to raise the waters of the River of Souls into the sky.
If Lady Hycelens was still alive, I think she might be able to do that too. You seem to be able to discern both the past and the future.
Oh, this place. It must have been a beautiful courtyard in the past.
Please excuse me. I am but a scholar from a distant land who had the misfortune of falling into the River of Souls, and...
This one seems to know that she's already dead.
Oh, I was merely speculating, but it seems I was right. And you... I recognize you. You're the Holy Maiden of Death from Idonia, right?
I'm sorry. I cannot bring you back to life. However, should you desire it, I can end your prolonged limbo.
I'm well aware of that. Even if you were able to revive me, I would never choose that option. That's because I didn't fall into the River of Souls by accident. Instead, I leaped into it to seek my death.
Why?
If you could see the life I've led, then you would not reproach me so. My life was far too miserable. But I did not expect things to stay the same even in death. What a joke. In escaping my mortal life, I've entered a millennium of pain instead. Circe's above. What cowards humans are. For we fear both life and death simultaneously.
I'm sorry. I am also powerless to answer that question.
That's all right, Holy Maiden. At least you are able to respond to me. Please, grant me death. Circe's above. Does this count as thinking till the moment I die?
I have seen too many farewells. Her distress is quite commonplace. There are those who will end their lives over what seems to be the smallest of worries. For some people, this power that I possess is a blessing rather than a curse. But I never managed to convince myself of that.
Cass, are you still trying to create a world without death?
Yes, because when placed under time's vast scales, there is no worry in this world that cannot be solved. This is a wish that I've held for almost a millennium. My mind might have changed once upon a time, if people managed to strike up a friendship with, but I've never been more firm in my conviction.
Place is so spacious. That's fine and all, but we need to lay down some rules. We're not gonna return to the past to steal things. Do we need to enter that doorway to climb even higher?
But how should we get up there? Yet again.
Oryx's 8 always appears in times like this. How convenient. Look, there's even a platform lift over there. Has been left behind, but none of its treasures remain inside. Wait, what if the miracle suddenly loses its effect?
Ma'am, do you really want me to answer that?
Stay back. Don't come any closer. Don't come near me.
Huh? Why does he look so panicked? Did the black tide monsters frighten him? Or is he actually scared?
There's no need to be alarmed. We're just passing by the area.
You have a point. While this might once have been the royal vault, it's since been plundered empty. So please go away right this instant.
You've misunderstood us. We simply heard your shouts as we were passing by, then decided to come over to find out what happened.
My goodness. Did I really yell out loud? I'm sorry to have bothered you. I merely saw a warrior. While that spirit didn't harm me, his blows...
A warrior? Could it be...
Wait a minute. You seem to be quite...
It's a long story. We're here to seek an audience with Thanatos.
Thanatos? Who's that?
Is it possible that he's also living in the era before death descended?
Death? Could it be that you are here to defeat the evil dragon Pollux?
Pollux? Is that the embodiment of No. Death?
According to the warriors under the Centurion's command, that evil dragon has been dead for quite a while. The curse that condemns people to death didn't originate from it. But they saw a girl within the dragon's embrace, and she is the true Reaper.
Pray tell, where is that girl right now?
I've heard that the Queen spared no effort in bringing her back to the castle. Her Majesty intends to control all of Amphorius with this unprecedented power. As for whether this rumor is true, well, no one knows.
You have my thanks for the invaluable insight that you've given us. Please, treat this touch as a token of my gratitude.
You... Thank you.
This is his.
Then you granted him death?
I did it out of sympathy.
Sympathy?
That young man was favored by Talantin, who taught him a move he could rely on that move.
You feel that he's...
Yes. That's why he approached me and pleaded.
You are perhaps feeling lost from making your peace with death. And so...
I've seen the people of Idonia stand tall and proud in the face of death. They had such proud expressions. Perhaps death's authority was never meant to...
I won't refute your beliefs for now. It's a fairy tale from foreign lands, told by the person... A tale told...
What? Wait a minute. That means the girl born in the dragon's embrace, the personification of death these souls talked about. That's you, Cass?
I've already had an inkling for a while now. But I honestly have no memories of Styxia. My memories only begin after Amunet brought me to Idonia.
Halo, selamat datang ya. Sorry ya agak mute ya guys, soalnya ngeganggu, ntar ada bisikan atau apa ya. Gue mute lagi soalnya.
Don't look back. Keep moving forward. Always. Oh, this is...
Living ones? Oh, could you be the scions of Styxia? Did you hear about the great work that I'm doing here?
Great work?
Have you heard of the great name of Pollux, perchance?
Aku pakai Epinix dari pabrik dari Cina. Epinix 40i. Orang-orang sih milihnya 40 Pro, 40 Epinix 40 biasa, ada yang Epinix 40 Pro juga. Aku sih milihnya Epinix 40i. Soalnya orang-orang nggak pernah coba apa ya, Phoenix 40i deh. Soalnya Peter ini ada yang kurang juga sih, ada kayak Boss Ranger gitu. Yang lain-lain sih yang Peter yang belum ada gitu. Nanti ada pabrikan dari Cina sih.
You have. Then that's good. During the age of myth, a time likely before your birth, I was the unsurpassed zenith of alchemy that none could reach. On the shoals of the river...
But didn't that dragon already bring death to the world?
Oh, looks like you don't know the whole picture. Well, it's true that the missing girl can grant death to mortals. Pollux, the one who delivered her onto this world, makes it so that humankind cannot die.
So, it's just as I feared. supposed to drift down the River of Souls until they reach the end of the West Winds. But this River of Souls was blocked by Pollux' fall.
That's right. That's why it's imperative that I bring the dragon back to the mortal realm and make it soar the skies. That final ingredient, the final sacrifice, is none other than the girl who lives out her days with death.
Huh? What's going on? You didn't touch him, did you?
I know that I am no longer capable of carrying out that task. Take this.
This...
Kenapa turun ke 40 fps? Soalnya gue naikin internet aku lagi masalah gitu. Ntar gue tinggiin IPS gue ntar drop gitu. Kayak gitu sih. HP aku aman, FPS doang yang gue ntar drop WP-nya ntar. Gue pakai WP soalnya internet gue mau habis ini kayaknya. Gitu guys. Tenang aja, ntar tahun depan gua bisa ini deh, semangat live streaming lagi. Soalnya lagi gini lah, pan-pan aja buat channel gitu. Iya.
We had been inebriated in Falusa's feast too long before we began to seek divine bestow instead of summoning a supreme god. We encountered a monster that cut off the River of Souls. That detestable dragon Pollux denied all the dead from the gates of the nether realm. Unable to rest in peace, these departed spirits engulfed Styxia like a roaring tide. As a result, my city and its people no longer exist. That child is the only person whom I managed to save. Born within the evil dragon's abdomen, she has possessed the talent of death since her birth. She must have been granted to us by the gods as a chance for us to atone for our sins.
Oh iya guys, jangan lupa makan guys. Ntar nggak makan ntar sakit ntar.
Please, you must nurture her to adulthood and prevent her from experiencing all of the suffering that we went through.
I promise that I will care for her as a mother, that I will protect her.
Fagusa above, thank you for your kindness, her mother. Please bless this child with a name before I am swept away by the River of Souls. Please.
Oh, like how a transient raven butterfly, a fleeting papilio castor, perches on the twig of death, Castorus. That shall be her name.
That's where my name comes from.
The sound's back. What is making that ruckus?
The living ones, don't waste your time bickering. The Netherrealm's wrath is falling upon you.
Black Tide creations. When did they miss? Please fight them with caution.
Be careful not to suffer the same fate as those Black Tide
Everyone, hide behind me! Show you what I can really do. What kind of blood card?
Winds ablaze. Wind forward.
That'll take more than medicine.
Not a scratch.
I weep for the departed.
It's time.
Just in the show you what I can really do.
Free will, or was it fate? Still on. I weep for the departed.
I'm on guard. Next to the blaze. Wind forward.
Show you what I just in the
It's just a scrape.
Hands at the ready. Next to the blaze. And forward.
Not a child.
It's time to show you what I
I weep for the departed. It didn't fall. Still on.
ready to shine.
I'm on guard.
Another journey begins. Just for a minute.
Just
You're the best. You don't answer. Time to show you what I can.
Free will, or was it fate? Still on.
Next to the blaze. And forward.
Our souls.
mighty. You've been through some tough battles once again.
That black tide is endless. My death is only temporary. I will find my path of return and go back to the world of the living.
Lord Mighty, I have always wanted to. Why does death reject you?
I'm the one resisting it. I must resist. I'll go against the current and kill my way out of this cursed nether realm. That is my destiny.
Masa sih enggak lah, nggak mungkin lah.
It seems like he's completely focused on resisting the temptation of the dead's whispers. He's working hard every minute to deny death. It seems his battlefield is not limited to the world of the living. Lord Mighty, are you willing to travel with us? We're headed for the Matrix inside that tower, to summon Thanatos from their prolonged concealment.
Thanatos. Challenge. Death.
That's right. If we can work together and defeat them, you won't have to be troubled by the curse of immortality.
Let's go together. Get like the person who has brushed against death countless times. Guide your way.
Cass, are you sure you want to do this? The alchemist said he wanted you to be a sacrifice.
I'm not afraid. There's no... Rather than standing still, taking action is by far the better option.
Perhaps there's more than one right answer.
I'm familiar with this kind of mechanism, but I've never repaired broken chains.
If I was more powerful, I would be able to carry one person with each limb and fly the four of us to the other side. The Rune of Recollection is here, but I can't find the miracle or anywhere. So weird. Oh, could it be in that collapsed tower in the distance? It's still up to me to step up in a crisis. Wait here. I'll go check things out.
Oke.
Just shout for me when you need my help. Got it. Just leave it.
did.
The pink squirrel is very smart.
The miracle's range is limited. Please come a little closer.
Rari.
Aren't I a good fit for Ornix's priest?
Set. Nice.
Of course. You're the most competent priest ever.
Okay, done.
The alchemical matrix should be behind this door. Is that...
Wow, there's so many of you! It's little Cass and little Great. Oh, there's also little D and Trian. Aren't you?
This is the first time I've encountered a deceased friend. Paco.
It really works just like the other departed spirits we've been.
Yep, you're right. Trian already knows that she'll not be able to return to everyone's side. But Trian believes that little Cass would eventually return to the Netherrealm. So, Trian has been standing here at this spot closest to the world of the living, and wait.
Oh, it must have been very tough for you.
But according to what Trian said, we're almost at the entrance of the Netherrealm. Trian promised Trian and Trian that when little Cass got here, Trian would get the gift ready and be the first person to run over her. So, little Cass, don't cry. Please, accept this. We finally finished it.
This is what Lady Juby once mentioned. The gift for me that you didn't manage to finish.
The holy maiden of Janus. Even when separated by life and death,
So
their
cute.
thoughts are still connected.
Trian spent a lot of time drawing this. Trian hopes that little Cass likes it.
Seriously? It's seriously a wonderful drawing. Lady Trian.
This is our flame chase journey.
Little Cass, we don't know what your journey was like before. Tree has always said that it must have been a very harsh and frightening journey. But little Cass no longer has anything to fear now, because everyone is here with you in this flame chase journey.
Only now, when I see Lady Trian's gift, do I realize that I've already obtained so many things I would never have dared to dream of since I embarked on the flame chase journey. It's the first time I've gained so many companions. The first time I wore a dress personally made by Lady Aglaya. Looking back at all these experiences, I took countless photos in the past, but they're all black and white landscapes. If I had known, I would have taken more pictures.
Trian says yes! Trian likes little Cass and would love to take a picture.
Sadly, being departed souls, our images cannot be captured in the world of the living.
Halo. Ada yang orang Jepang nih.
I thought so too.
Are we seriously going to leave any room for regret?
There won't be any regrets. This vivid drawing surpasses any photograph from the world of the living.
Hai.
Little Cass smiled. Trian's wishes finally come true!
gate is not the flowers that bloom at the end of the road, but where people tread beyond the gate. Thank you for bringing me the final key.
Key? Little Cass, why are you talking in riddles all of a sudden?
I have a feeling that soon, this gift of yours will become the key to saving Mrs.'s life.
Wow, that's amazing! Then keep smiling and carry on bravely! Little Cass, little Great, everyone, see you tomorrow!
See you tomorrow.
Lady Tria.
The aura of this place. If indeed I go any further, I might lose myself. I must leave now, for the black tide still wreaks havoc in the realm of the living.
Apa nih? Kode apa nih? Takutnya gua nggak baru sembarangan nih.
I have broken free from the chains of death countless times. This time will be no different. Casterus, will you fulfill your duty for the flame chase?
I have yet to make my decision, Lord Mighty.
No matter. Make the choice your heart desires.
Lah, ada kucing itu di belakang.
It takes 1,000 years of waiting.
Ada kucing di belakang tuh. Kucing si siapa tuh namanya?
I will continue to fight till I die, and rise from death till the miracle descends.
There is one more thing you should know, Lord Mighty.
What is it?
Professor Anaxa may have deduced the principles
Yang apa ya? No, di belakangnya situ.
Maybe
Nah, nih.
strife and death in the next cycle, becoming calamities wreaking havoc upon the world.
Nih yang kucing ini nih. Dia diliatin di tadi nih. Mantap dari jauh nih. Soalnya kontaknya dia powernya apa ya? Super powernya lari cepet sih.
I see.
Tuh, dia nggak tahu tuh di belakang ada orang di belakang.
Is that all? Are you going to accept such a fate without complaints?
Do you have a strategy to shatter the shackles of our fate?
I haven't found it yet. Perhaps I never will.
Then, cease wasting your thoughts on futile matters. Control what little you can, and when fate's inescapable grasp comes, resist it with the strength of your mighty will.
Thank you, Lord Mighty. I will find the right decision.
In the name of strife, may you meet a fitting end.
This must be the alchemical matrix the spirit mentioned. Let's see. We need to insert Aquila's sky, Jorios' earth, Kefli's fire, Fagusa's ocean, and Nestia's love.
It seems our sweet Princess Homebody has made up her mind. In that case, seamstress, I suppose I no longer need to deliver your message. My time is rather precious after all.
Whether you wish to break free from death or not, please follow your heart. By the promise you once made, I ask that you fulfill your duty one final time. Casterers, please live as a human and die as one.
Iya. Pamit
According
itu.
to the alchemist, the final piece is supposed to be me. However, he's not privy to the past, and therefore cannot see the full picture.
Guys, jangan lupa like dong live streaming aku buat semangat gitu. Sian gua nyala lah guys.
The past?
I saw the twins of death in Kefli's memory, and now I am certain that I was one of them. The trial of the Hand of Shadow demanded taking the life of your family. She was consumed with regret over my death, so she used the Titan's authority to reforge my soul. Yet, it also means she has never revealed herself to anyone, hidden away from the entire world. That's because the Titan she became already fell at the start of everything.
You mean Pollux?
That's right. The River of Souls is no material river. It cannot be blocked by ordinary means. Only a divine corpse can prevent the dead from reaching the next world, and that's why we have to awaken Pollux from death. Before we can retrieve the corpse, we have to reforge its body with the power of alchemy.
If that alchemist speaks the truth, does that mean you're also part of the dragon body?
According to those departed spirits, I was indeed born as the dragon's twin. But before we talk about that, have you heard the sighs?
I heard them too. So what are those?
I think it's probably the sign of Pollux's wish being fulfilled. They must have realized how heavy a price they'd need to pay when they used their divine. They never saw their wish fulfilled and fell so prematurely, all because they wanted to give me a new life. That wish is the reason Pollux's soul still lingers in the mortal realm, even after their fall. Quietly watching and documenting every detail.
So instead of picking up objects on the way here,
we were instead showing things to a strand of yearning that lingers here. Now, we must weave these yearnings together and restore them into Pollux's complete soul.
but all of this is just a hypothesis, right? What if we...
That's fine. As Professor Anaxa often reminds us, such is the nature now. The puzzle of Pollux's yearnings is nearly complete, with only one final piece remaining. I shall reveal what they have been yearning to know in the alchemical matrix. Lady Triana has already drawn a picture of my entire life, and it is now in my hands. Let the ritual begin. And now, the objective is complete. Such is what Professor Naxa always says after preparing for an alchemical ritual. Pollux, I shall lift you from the river of souls and reforge your soul. But if even the slightest trace of your soul remains, the soul that once ferried me to this side of the shore, then please, look at me. I wish to thank you in person. My Lady Alnette.
Did she recognize you? Oh, she must be the first soul we can communicate with here.
I'm afraid she is just another spirit trapped here, like the rest of them. Please, go on. I'm listening. Are you about to tell the story of Styxia?
Yes. You're just as smart as I imagined, but... never mind. Now's not the time.
There's no need to worry, Elder. Take a look around you. You're already...
The world of the dead. But how?
I understand that you chose to remain silent about the story to protect Castris, the girl who coexists with death. But you no longer need to hide that story. I can assure you that you have protected that girl's life well.
Well, in that case, let me begin. Styxia, the pearl of the ocean, played from where you stand now. I suppose that's a bit hard.
Indeed. I cannot imagine that those from the era Chrysia...
I have pondered the same question, child. But I am afraid there is no clear answer to it.
Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust. But I still can't take that as the final answer.
I take it the one who spoke this line. However, did find some...
Please enlighten me, Lady Alnette. Your words might truly guide me toward the path forward.
You and I are neither warriors nor generals. Therefore, journeys and epics count. But what if I reframe it like this? What if no one ever invented the word cherish in the era when life was eternal? The so-called era Chrysia was an age devoid of both virtue and sin. People did not truly live. Perhaps the people of Styxia chose to embrace death, not out of fascination with its cruel and fearsome side, but instead became fixated and obsessed with the impulses and desires tied to a finite existence.
Therefore, death is not a thing of fear and desperation.
That's right, Castris. It is the reason we shed tears when parting ways, and also the original spark that ignited the passion of mortals. If you truly intend to deprive the world of death, then be prepared to witness its return to...
I understand, Lady Alnette. Our limited lifespan shapes all that we know and love. Not even the Death Titan has nasty as love was the chrysalis of gold's first blessing. But it most likely wasn't understood by mankind. If the world was bereft of death, then the Queen of Styxia wouldn't have played midwife in delivering me into this world. You wouldn't have welcomed me into Idonia, and I would never have lived, let alone thank you, Mother. I will use all the love I've experienced in this long life to complete the final miracle. My teacher, Anaxagoras, grant me the wisdom of all things. I call upon thee, the stripped dead dragon's corpse. Rises from the earth, falls from the sky. As above, so below. This is the greatest power of all powers. Unstoppable in this world. The great work that commands all death. I shall grant you in grace.
Waduh, kita perang lagi. Kita belum siap lagi. Oh shit.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
When will you show yourself again? Once we eradicate this hatred.
Gila sakitnya.
Free will, or was it fate? Destiny or limited? Not a chance. Next time. I weep for the departed.
Shh. Don't be afraid.
Mati aku.
That's half the work.
That's fair. Just into something.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Another journey begins.
I'm on guard! Another journey begins. Just for a minute.
That's better. Nice to just a little something.
Gila.
It's just a second.
Show you what I can really do. What type of
I weep for the departed. It's time.
I can take 10 of you. You don't answer? Time to show you what I can really do. What type of blizzard?
There's no more need to weep. I will grant you peace.
Just for a minute.
Yes. Coming back.
Just a little something.
You're the best.
On guard.
They may be moving by instinct, but there is fury going on within them.
What I can really do. What type of blizzard?
Free will, or was it fate? Still water of living.
That's better.
You're the best.
Just for a minute. I weep for the departed.
Just a little something.
Don't worry. It's just a blaze. Still water of living.
Time to show you what I can really do. What type of blizzard?
It's time. Let the blaze. I'm weak for the top.
Please, don't turn back to the nether realm.
Okay.
Oh, death. Sleep in peace.
Oh, you should.
I'm sorry I have to wake you up from ancient death. And I know you're anxious. Shh. Don't be afraid. Do you remember me? I'm the girl you once carried across the Sea of Souls. I'm sorry I wasn't able to remember you, but with the help of many people, I was finally able to pick up these broken fragments of my past. I'm back, Pollux. I know this might not be what you wanted. But I have to do this. So please, carry me across the Sea of Souls again and return me to the Netherrealm, just like you did in the past. Please take me to where the core flame of death rests. I'll be going now. They may look scary, but as long What's wrong? Are you...
What's wrong with her?
Her time is almost up. If I don't go now, I'm afraid her soul will return to Thanatos' embrace before me.
What? Oh no! Is there anything we can do?
Don't worry. I promised I would ask Thanatos for the Trailblazers' right to roam the Earth again. Men, stay here and keep a close watch until I return, alright?
Alright. I'm invested to take care of others. Go on, Cass. Make sure not to leave yourself with any regrets.
It's a deal then. Please. Wait for me.
Okay. 45 ya.
After all that, you still ended up back here. So the legends were true. The Nether Realm really is the Sea of Flowers. Yes. Just like the flower fields we tended to back then. And is that you, Plexia? Do you remember me? I don't have the memories from that time, but I've seen you before during an experiment. I see. Call me Thanatos, then. It'll be easier. However, since you recognize the name, you must already know everything about Thanatos, right? Yes. I'm here to reforge the order of life and death in Amphoris. You know, my sister was a sympathetic, but rather sensitive person. Whenever she didn't want to say what was on her mind, she would avoid eye contact and look off into the distance. Just like what you are doing now. Can you tell me about the last Era Nova? What did you do, Plexia? A long, long time ago, there were a pair of like-minded twins. As foretold in the prophecy, they were chosen to be successors to the god of death. But fate was cruel. The price of attaining divinity was to take the life of a family member with our own hands. That trial was indeed recorded in that memory. Then you should already know that my sister voluntarily gave up her own life, so that I could ascend as the demigod of death. But I couldn't accept that. Why do we have to kill each other for a future she'd never see herself? That's not fair. So, while weaving the loss of the new world, I shattered the forbidden bottom line for life and death. I reshaped my sister's soul and took the form of the great dragon Pollux to carry her up the river of souls and back into the mortal realm. But our fates were already decided and manifested in unexpected ways in response to my futile actions. Aging is an unbreakable law of nature laid upon humankind. If the Reaper raises their left hand, the soul is granted death and allowed to enter the Netherrealm to await reincarnation. If they raise their right hand, the soul is rejected by the Netherrealm and returned. That's why the Hand of Shadow can only lay down judgment and not embrace another being. Yes. Death was originally a pair of hands, but they were split in twain when we reached the mortal realm, never to touch each other ever again. The half of Thanatos that represents life, the undying human who grants death, that was the curse I forced upon you. Then, what about you? As the half of Thanatos representing death, I shoulder the fate of defying death. I died the moment I entered the world of the living.
From then on, my Titan also no longer existed in this world. What irony. My selfish desire to save your life gave you and the world a fate far worse than death instead. Then, what was left of my reason was left behind in the Netherrealm, where I've been taking care of these flowers day after day, until there is now a sea of them. All while mulling over the subject of life, death, parting, and enduring an endless loneliness.
Fate is absurd indeed. Our lives were a mirrored image of one another. Like we walked different paths.
I had hoped that maybe you, I'm sorry.
I lived my life well. It didn't go to waste. As far as
even though I forced the authority of granting death to humanity upon you, a total...
Too many responsibilities were forced upon me in the course of this long journey. But I realized recently that if it weren't for your blessing, I wouldn't have understood the source of these emotions, nor would I have realized my purpose. I wouldn't have made it here to reunite with my missing half. And we wouldn't be discussing our past while sharing the same view of this landscape. I wouldn't have understood the meaning of our existence.
The meaning of our existence.
This sea of flowers blooms on dead land because we sowed it with the seeds of our separation and watered it with our tears of loneliness. Yes, that's why Thanatos cannot create living beings at will. Nor can the hand of shadow determine a person's remaining days. Because the life and death of mortals should never be dictated by another's will.
Are you saying there's no point in...
No. No single being can bear the scales of life and death on their own. Life and death weigh equally heavy.
You, too, must have had a difficult life. We've taken quite the ridiculous journey together, haven't? I had a feeling, even back then, that we would meet again one day. Not to embrace one another after a long separation, but to come in search of retribution. It's been far too long. I always hoped I would see you among, but more than anything, I was afraid that you might have forgotten all about me.
I know. But don't you see, Polixia? I made it back anyway. You don't have to shoulder death's authority on your own anymore. It was always meant to be held in two hands anyway. So, let's give our core flame to her and have her take it back to the mortal realm. Our responsibility as Thanatos was never about picking out favorite souls. We were only let's tend the field together and create a warm sea of flowers for all the souls to come. What do you think, Polixia?
Yes, just one last step. You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from as foretold by the prophecy. Thanatos' authority is only destined for only one person to wield. As the Chrysos heir of death, as their demigod, our fated moment has arrived.
Just like before.
Yes. Just, but unlike that time.
You've made up your mind?
Yes. As dictated by fate. But I won't be able to complete your trial in this life. Grant me the embrace of death. You've been tempered by life and death. Like a raven butterfly.
I will. After this, the cycle of life and death will flow once again.
Thank you. Just one last thing. Can you? Great.
Of course.
Please. Don't forget me.
I promise you. When we meet in the next world, even if I have endured another reincarnation, even if we do not know each other's names, I will still hold you tightly in my arms.
Just Casterus. You're as beautiful as a fleeting butterfly.
I will bring rest to death. And from now on, stagnant life will once again flow.
Time flies. In the blink of an eye, the 15th entry hour is already at hand. When this farce is over, your soul will be placed on the scales of life and death.
No need to ask so many times.
Then why do you drag your feet? Is your feet...
I simply find them to...
Such harsh words.
I couldn't agree more.
Oh. I did not expect to hear that from you.
I know myself better than you think I do. At the very least, better than a stowaway like you.
And they say men whose ends are nigh have but kind. Well, that is exactly why I chose you.
Should I thank you for the compliment?
The hour of the trial has come. Do you have an answer for me?
I suppose there is no point in putting this off any longer.
You were saying that Amphorius's history is cyclical.
Indeed. The demigods that bear the core flames eventually become the new titans at the world's end. Remember what happened on the Holy Mountain? Calypso, Naias. As their destined ends approached, one by one. Unfortunately, while their journey is consistent with ours, for all the pains I took to reach this point, that is, until I met a girl named Polixia and her sister. If Casterus was truly sent from the past to the present for the Titan's self-serving reasons, then having lived through 2 cycles, and with Styxia as the pivot, she will... If the Twins of Death can bridge 2 cycles to reunite at the shores of the Sea of Souls, then my hypothesis will no longer be just a hypothesis.
Well, that is all well and good, but how can...
It matters not. The most important... Besides, I, Anaxagoras, am destined to overcome. Let us go and teach those pathetic worms one. Feinen. So...
Let those Chrysos heirs who started, let them hear the voice.
As always, that woman knows how to...
Professor Anaxa, I thought you'd pass on this.
Everyone must cast their vote. Or this...
Prof, do you truly think it's wise to...
Akuma has stood strong under this system, but that is not what you're asking.
Nothing ever escapes you.
I didn't spend all those years teaching you.
To tell the truth, I feel like I'm on my way to an... So... Do you have an answer to that question?
No, I don't.
I thought so.
Because that question is not yours to ask in the first place. Is Aglaya entrusting the world to you the right decision? Don't make me laugh. Listen up. I'll say this only once. Flip your perspective around and ask. You still have time. So give it some thought. Tell it to those begging for salvation from the gods.
Got it. Thank you, Professor Anaxa.
That's Anaxagoras to you.
Who will you be voting for?
That'll depend on how well you perform. Mace.
I actually don't necessarily...
Elders in Feinen of ID.
Much obliged, Lord
I remember him. He's the penniless lad working for Aglaya.
Where's Lady Goldweaver? Why is she sending this guy to give the last...
Can this dude really
I actually don't...
By Kefali above. Dear citizens, as you look upon me, so too do I see you. I see your fear, yet... Before you contemplate something...
What?
Hydes Elysiae, my beloved hometown, is a village forgotten by time. How I wish I could invite all of you to that paradise, far from the noise and chatter of the world. Because she, and all that she nurtured, all that I loved... I will never forget the day the black tide struck. My father, Hieronymus, fought with a broken sword to his last breath to protect his child. My mother, Aldada, she was ripped apart by monsters. Also, I might live to stand before you here and now. Galba, he was a hunter. But in the end, those arms that once drew a bow instead embraced Piso, his beloveds. And what of Livia, her daughter? Did she make it out alive? No, she didn't. Livia, Piso, and so many other children. My childhood friends. They were all swallowed by the black tide and turned into monsters. They kept saying the same thing over and over. Why, Feinen? Aren't we the best of friends? That is the black tide. A looming threat that can bring Akuma to its knees. Much as it pains me, I must disappoint you. By now, the name of that black-robed swordmaster, the Flame Reaper, has likely echoed throughout the city already. The roaring thunder is a message from the Strife demigod.
Lies! If such a power...
Exactly! The city of Akuma shows no signs of pandemonium or chaos. And why is that? I beg you, spare a moment to think of... No! This peace we enjoy is no gift of fate. We are able to stand here today only because the Chrysos heirs have stepped up and shielded Akuma from calamity. The Council of Elders claims that Aglaia will one day forsake the people because her divinity is eroding her body and soul. The answer that no one can bring themselves to speak of. A truth stained in blood and buried in greed, fear, and vanity. Allow me to lay it bare before you. It is because the Council of Elders, which bears Akima's history and honor, along with this citizens' assembly we once took so much pride in, are now infested with vermin.
You insolent whelp!
It is true that Aglaia has reached her limit. Why? Because she has been working tirelessly to weaken. Not once has she ever failed Akima. Yet these vermin attempt to tear her apart, tarnishing her name with unfounded allegations. She may have been blessed, but they attempt to mislead you and reduce this. Examine them closely. Beneath all that finery, do you see the good heart of a human or the poisonous glands of a pest? Make your judgment, then turn your gaze to the demigods whom so many of you regard as cold and merciless. Do you not see the light of humanity in them? And those who wear the mask of humanity yet utter only hurtful, slanderous words. Can you not see that their souls... Yet, no matter what your answer is, and no matter who your vote goes to, rest assured that you have nothing to fear. For Aglaia, Tribios, and I will remain your faithful guardians and pledge our lives to upholding your decision. And this vow will stay true until the end of our days, where it will be passed on to future flame chasers. A steadfast and unwavering promise that shall endure through the ages.
Absolutely right. This race of heirs have only our best interests in mind.
At the present time, each faction holds...
As expected. This is the moment when the flame chase journey is the...
And now, it's your turn to vote, Lord Anaxagoras.
Is there anyone else who hasn't voted?
No, you're the last. Cast your vote with care, for your decision will...
I have long since made a decision.
Very well. The last vote.
Always the performer. You've done well, Finan. Given the circumstances, delivering a rousing speech to stir up emotions was a prudent move. Thank you all for your patience. On behalf of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany and the scholars of Amphorius. But before that, in the interest of fairness, Lady Goldweaver, I pose a question to you before all who are gathered here. Will you, as Finan has promised, stand by the decision made in the Assembly, regardless of outcome?
In the interest of fairness, I make no promises, lest it should influence you.
Very well. I thank you for your honesty.
What's he doing?
The stakes are high. Let's be patient.
Cut
the act! Who do you think you are wasting our time like this?
Lord Anaxa, please do not forget that I...
Rule number 1. Do not call me Anaxa. Rule number 2. Never interrupt me. Silence is golden.
Just vote already. What are you waiting for?
Cast your vote.
I cannot help but wonder, is every hardship in the world something?
How else am I supposed... Oh, Cersei's. Let us journey to the Netherrealm and see how she will substantiate the answer to your question. We need only to follow the sound of the tides.
You. Well done, teacher. What a twist. You cherish the truth, even. So, child, do not be troubled by the criticisms. As the sage of the Venerationists, go forth. For the truth is all lie. Well, go now, child. Your lonely pursuit is about to welcome a new chapter. And when you reach the end of...
You have my word, sir.
May Cersei safeguard your thoughts.
You are right. Emphatic, may we meet again.
What are you... Silence! Silence, everyone!
Behold, Cersei's. Here at the set for this place.
Professor, I completed the proof you wanted.
Thank you, Castorus.
The answer is plain as day. My vote goes to the Flame Chase journey and nothing else!
Elder Kindness, I have deciphered the truth of this world.
With the balance shattered,
No! Ligus, you can't! Anaxa, what have you done? I hope you are prepared.
Have you forgotten? I told you that happens to be one of my rare talents.
You put on such a...
Performance? No, you are quite mistaken. I may be paranoid by nature, but I've always been known for my honesty. If you really understood me, Lady Kindness, you'd realize that I never had any interest in your pathetic little game of politics. Because I, and I alone, am the truth.
Lady Kindness, with all the citizens here as witnesses, we should honor this. I have observed that Akama has chosen her destiny. This citizens' assembly has resolved to
You!
It seems not everyone is ready for the assembly to end. By your leave, Lord Ligus.
Interesting. Elders and citizens, your attention, please. Stay for a moment more, if you will. And what is this performer up to?
Just moments ago, all of you made a decision on the fate of Amphorius. As a supporter of the Flame Chase journey, it pleases me to see the choice you have made. But I regret to say that I still harbor doubts about this outcome. Tell me, who among you dare swear to Kefali's name that Era Nova will truly welcome the fairy tale ending that the...
Nonsense!
No one? Must I pick somebody to answer? Very well.
You, the one acting so wise and profound, in front of all present here. No? Fine. Next. You, the one with ignorance written all over your face. Yes, you. Do you dare swear by it in front of the Titan?
What are you trying to do?
Useless. Your turn, then. With that smug look of yours, you must be confident that the flame chase journey is the best course to take, right?
Hey! Mind your tongue!
So, no one? I see. In that case, Finan, answer me this.
Professor, what are you doing?
Let him continue with his performance.
Will you look at that? Even Finan and Aglaya lack the courage to make such a promise. And what's even more absurd is that no one but I can promise you this new world. And yet, the Assembly passed the resolution anyway. But you needn't worry, because I knew better than to trust you good-for-nothings. That is precisely why I am here today. To give you one final lecture. Now listen up and listen well. I, Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany, hereby declare everything that the Flame Chase journey promises is true. Finan of Ides Elysiae, the prophesized demigod who shall succeed Kefali, will reforge each and every one of us in the new world with his complete, intact memories.
What?
The core flame-bearing titans were the Chrysos heirs of yesterday, and the Chrysos heirs who carry the core flames today will become the titans of tomorrow. All of our souls shall endure for eternity in the miracle of the World-Bearer. And all under Kefali's protection shall step into that new world.
This is your blasphemy!
Say that. It's impossible.
What can you accomplish here?
What? Are you saying that we must bow down to you and worship you even in our next lives? Enough, you blasphemous imbecile! How dare you try to deceive us with all these lies?
I told you, don't interrupt me. But since you've asked, I shall be kind and indulge you. My statements are based on my experiments on the divine body of Kefali themselves. You heard me correctly, everyone. With the tacit approval of kindness and the Council of Elders, I fused my soul with a god through alchemy and learned the truth behind Era Nova.
What is he talking about? Isn't that pure blasphemy?
I, the vile, wretched blasphemer, deserve nothing less than death for my sins. And the Council of Elders, which granted me consent and aided in committing this atrocity, should...
By the gods, even kindness has betrayed Akuma.
The catalyst. We're carefully evolved.
I had no knowledge of his transgressions. He did that on his own. The Council of Lord Lygus, as the esteemed Theoros, are you going to simply stand by and allow the Council of Elders to be dragged through the mud?
If the accusation is true, I will acknowledge it. If not, my conscience stands unburdened. Lady Kindness, the reputation of the Council of Elders was not built in a day, nor will it be shattered overnight. Repercussions await those who fool the people, and punishment must be meted out on those who abandon their vows.
You...
Lady Aglaya, the Gold Weaver, I humbly ask that you take on the responsibility of overseeing this judgment in the name of the fairness of Talantin and the justice of Kefali. Considering the circumstances, and in accordance with Akima's codex as the only demigod among us, you shall rightfully wield this authority.
The honor is mine to bear.
How is this permitted?
Elders and citizens, silence. If you... Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany has made his statement clear. As per Akima's codex, I request all present citizens to stand with me in exercising the right of judgment. First, Elder Kindness of Akima and Ligus the Theoros stand accused of neglecting their duties and abusing the law, leading in the names of Talantin and Kefali. Akima is to form a committee before the 7th action hour to conduct an investigation and disclose the findings to the public for subsequent judgment.
Yes! That's what we deserve! Agreed!
Curse you! Now, concerning Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany, he has confessed to grave blasphemy against Kefali. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, the accused must be allowed to hear the people's voice prior...
Professor.
Let him die! Let him die! Let him die!
What decision will you make, Lady Gold?
Enough with the hesitation, Aglaya. This is not like you.
Let him die!
Then, in light of the people's voice, O Talantin on high, may you bring death upon him.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I bore the name of Castris while walking among the mortals. And now, I stand as the demigod of death, the living side of Thanatos. Welcome to my realm, where the west wind ends. Every departed soul who has arrived here has expressed the same. Did you know? Every flower here was planted by Thanatos themselves. These flowers were originally both lifeless and immortal, but in the first rain brought by the River of Souls, they were given new life, flourishing as the bearers of countless. And it is my duty as the Master of Death to tend to their well-being and foster their growth in this serene haven, similar to the structured cycle of life and death in the mortal world. These flowers too shall wither and fade, returning to the earth and then ascending to the sky with mist, and eventually they will descend to the mortal land as gentle rain. Every soul Yet, sadly, there's no time left for Emphorius to wait for when the flowers... Now, death is the power at my fingertips. It once led the souls of the deceased here, but I shall open the gate of the netherworld and return you to the realm of the living. In exchange, Please, take the core flame of death with you and complete the flame chase journey. Do not let our work thus far be in vain. Thank you. Just like the other demigods, I will stay here and embrace my destiny. That being said, it is not easy to guide a lost soul back to the mortal realm. The whispers of death are sweet and alluring. If your determination wavers, you will succumb and be forever ensnared by the netherworld's grasp. Please consider this a one-time exception. I will do everything in my power for the flame chase journey. And for your life, the only life I can save. I am glad to hear that.
Over here!
I believe in you.
Just forget about all the hardships of the Don't Go.
Lift your chin up high and step forward with us toward tomorrow!
That's right. Keep your eyes on the dawn.
Onward. Show me your courage. Only the weak will be hindered by the far-reaching grasp.
Partner, we shall be...
All of this is proof that you once lived. Your soul, your memories, the years you've journeyed through, and the path they revealed, leading you. So, continue onward. Do not stop moving forward, and do not let her sacrifice and the support of all who have stood by you be in vain. Over here, friend! Take my hand. Let's go home.
At last, I knew you could do it. Your soul is still perfectly whole, as if some kind of force is trying its best to keep it together. Is it Orynyx's final blessing? Or is Is it a miracle of your own? It's truly incredible. So perhaps it is fate, once again fulfilling its own design. Or perhaps it is the... It seems that this is the riddle which cannot be solved anytime soon. The sensation of becoming a demigod is truly wondrous. Do you recall that prophecy? That I promised you that I would do everything in my power. I can finally end it in a way that is as beautiful. The wish I once sought, every touch, every embrace we share, will never again be an ice-cold law. They will radiate with an intense warmth. So
The other shore is very cold. May I borrow your warmth one last time? Thank you for fulfilling this wish of mine. The place I'll be going to is what humans call the Land of Sorrows. But with this heartbeat and the residual heat of this embrace, I shall turn the nether realm into a gentle place of rest. This embrace may be brief, but it's the proof that I once lived. Farewell, then. May we reunite in the new world.
That grand and absurd performance was what you've been seeking your whole life?
I gave up everything in search of you, on the other hand.
Crave power.
Those are your words.
But what you said at the end...
I may have lost an eye, but my vision is clearer than anyone else.
That's true. I've long since burned to ash over the past 1,000.
So, this is our last chance. How about we let go of the bad blood between us? May I resonate with your core flame, Aglaya?
Please do.
That's impossible. To persist with your soul thin to such an extent.
Just as you fight to lug your corpse onward to complete your unfinished, until Finan grows into his...
I've long predicted this was the king. How ironic. But casting aside our ideological differences...
Finan.
Yes. He was born to be a hero. He understands the hearts of the people. And I can... Sadly, he is a man cursed by Nestia. But by my estimates...
Congratulations are in order. We found common ground at the...
When you put it that way, it makes me want to take back what I said.
Aglaya, we're back. Come welcome our great hero reborn from the ashes.
I hope he didn't hear your earlier assessment.
It wouldn't be the first time I criticized him. A man should be aware of his own shortcomings.
I'm glad. But I don't see Castris among your number.
It looks like she not only helped me prove my theory, but helped you fulfill your mission as well.
She might not have been able to change her fate,
but she still wrote the final verse of her epic herself. Trinin, please recite the prophecy for us. Trailblazer, please surrender that scalding cool flame for us as well. You are the only life she ever saved by her own hand in her 1,000 years on this earth. I believe no one is more qualified for this noble task.
O gods who have returned, and gods who are still watching, today we bring you a soul laid bare. The Hand of Shadow, Thanatos, remembered their name from the past, and there was one who joined hands with the Titan, a traveler risen from the dead and reborn among mortal kind. She is the everlasting night, and shall now proclaim in her good name, O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world. We seek your divinity to mend the rifts, fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy. Step forward, trailblazer from beyond the sky, and together with us, surrender the core flame and carve their star into the sky.
Constellation for death.
For life and death, to be more precise.
Look! It's...
No, it's only a divine echo. I think she's here for the trial.
What did she say?
That's the language of the Titans. Castorus... No. The Titan. They said, I have illuminated the cold shadow of death.
Onwards. For your path to the future is bright and its flame eternal. Do not forget.
She made quite a scene.
I won't stop you.
Professor, you...
What's with that look? You were present. So, let's get this execution over with. We wouldn't want to bring shame to Akima's divine law.
You never change, do you? I don't understand. If your theory is correct, you'll lose...
Of course there's a point. It goes without saying.
I still don't really understand.
Then allow me to tell you right now that what exactly are we? My answer is that the Chrysos heirs are the... So, what are we when it comes to regular mortals? The very essence of the world, our souls, are tiny invisible seeds that hold records of each...
Is that what new sporism means?
Correct. Once our physical bodies are born, we become just as seeds are affected by them to destroy our very existence. One must destroy the world itself. That person is you, child of Kefali. So, carry everything of this world and live on. And especially, don't bring dishonor to my theory.
Anaxa, I swear to you, I'll lead everyone to Ari.
That is all I have to say. Farewell, everyone.
Farewell, great performer. May Circes safeguard your thoughts.
Are you satisfied, Honorable Titan?
Very. I hereby swear I have borne witness. Anaxagoras of the New Sporists and the Grove of Epiphany has successfully overcome the trial of reason. Thus, I shall confer upon you these words. You shall transcend the peaks of purity.
Oh, so that's a god's prophecy. It sounds like you just rephrased my past, present, and future. Oh, Circes. Is that all you've got? That is true.
But I do still have one.
I knew it. What is it? Maybe we're...
As you've so boldly stated, if that is the case...
How should I know? But, since we are both equally curious, we should allow the children of humanity who come after us
rejoice, Circes. I sow the seeds of suspicion in the new world with your soul! And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Thankfully, she's still alive. Was March 7th also in this condition when she was first rescued by the Express? But she still woke up naturally. Looking on the bright side, that might happen this time as well. I do not have conclusive. Perhaps March 7th's memories have been hijacked. Think about it, Miss Himiko. What will happen when someone... Unfortunately, short-term memory is an entirely different concept from the inability to remember. But an individual who has lost their ability to remember turns into nothingness. The belief of the Garden is that everything in this universe can be interpreted through memories. The past is made up of therefore, when a person is affected... Is Miss Himiko suspicious of me? In other words, now is the time for me to prove my innocence. That's not a problem, of course. The true reason behind my intentions is that Amphorius holds special significance. For a world that can only be seen through the Garden's mirror means that memo keepers have the right to keep the world in their private collection. They might unleash their wild ambitions and remodel. I chose to remain quiet before, because I did not want to involve you in the Garden's internal conflicts. You can be even bolder with your guesses. The people that I'm talking about, they aren't just... I cannot be certain. I am deeply sorry about what has happened to March 7th. But the deal that I propose still remains a fair one. Miss Himiko, The wisest choice right now is for us to continue cooperating. Let me take back a part of what I said just now, Miss Himiko. Although we indeed struck a deal, it seems like I have involved you in some unforeseen thing. It's fully. Their gaze has just swept across Amphorius.
Oh, how interesting. I never expected a mere memo snatcher to be actually hiding so much inside her head. What's even more interesting is that
This lady seems to be having fun. Is she you?
It's, hard to explain.
What are you two whispering about? Has it not occurred to you that I can hear everything clearly?
Oh, please pardon me, Madam Herta. Would you mind sharing with us what you've discovered?
The ones who need help are the Astral Express. You will have to put up with my methods, even if they are rather unconventional. Let's get back to the topic. By using the fourth mirror, I rummaged through the brain of this memo snatcher and learned a good deal. Not only does this person know of Amphorius, but there are also many memo keepers who are interested in the place. I searched through her consciousness and found the following terms: the Eternal Land, the Rejected Land, and the private collection of the Garden of Recollection.
It seems like Miss Black Swan is indeed hiding some things from us.
Since I'm not able to find any useful clues from the outside, why don't I personally visit this mysterious Amphorius?
You're planning to head to Amphorius yourself?
Yes, but not in the flesh like you all foolishly did. See these Herta mirrors? With them, I can project my data spirit entity to any corner of the cosmos through spatial warp. But of course, these corners of the...
I see. You do seem like the more indoor type.
Although that star zone is not within the network of the IPC, the Express itself can serve as a signal station. Come, give me the astral chart coordinates. Then, sit back and enjoy the show. All right, now that everything is ready, mirrors, get to work. First mirror, input the coordinates. As you command, the preparations are complete. Second mirror, this time. Oh, okay. Third mirror, you're in charge of generating the data spirit and... What kind of a... Good question. Forget it. Just... As you... Fourth mirror, you'll be in charge. It seems like I haven't... Ah! Standing by again. That's so... Next time, can you count up? Preparation of the data spirit entity complete. Thought refraction at max power. Excellent. The first mirror. Let's get going.
Have a safe trip, Madam Herta.
May your journey yield good...
Coordinates input complete. Spatial warp warp activated. Oh, so that's Amphorius? Second mirror. Prepare for thought refraction. It's... All right. Please, can't you hurry up? Yes, ma'am. I didn't expect it to be so turbulent. I should have asked the second mirror to use slightly less power. Oh, what a magnificent sight. Let's see. What's this? A statue? Oh, I finally found your traces. How esteemed must you be for the great Herta to come out personally? When we return, get ready to become free labor for the simulated universe for the rest of your lives. What's this? How creepy. Oh, it moves? Who are you trying to scare? It's either a projection or a fake. There doesn't seem to be much to take.
My deepest apologies.
Who's there?
Your visit, although not part of my calculation.
Are you not going to answer my question? Who?
I have many identities. Lycurgus.
All right, Lycus. But you can't possibly think that I'm just asking for a name, can you?
Regrettably, I do not have the authority. However, standards. Now, please, kindly turn back.
You seem to understand me very well. Then you should know that I have no reason to listen to you.
Your reaction is, but my answer remains
Let's assume for a second that I'm not so well-mannered. And how do you plan to dispel this notion?
Within the scope of the ultimate agreement, there are 178,244 logic chains. After filtering through it.
Oh? I'm all ears.
First.
That's not a good argument.
Second, just like...
Oh? No wonder I couldn't find a back door. When I did
I assume that you...
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Third, even if you will surely give up one.
But since you put it that way...
It concerns the destruction. You will break the shackle.
But there's one thing she'll...
Lady...
As long as the thread has... Hardly a chap.
She's about...
Now...